is News 3 Now at 6.
Well, Wisconsin farmers are used to dealing with unpredictable weather, and they certainly have been lately. Wild temperature swings just a few weeks ago, and tonight, a drought. The U.S. Drought Monitor you see here shows moderate and severe drought conditions across south central Wisconsin. As our Amanda Quintana shows, it could affect corn and soybeans, but that trickles down to other areas of agriculture.
Because corn grows from the inside, the growing point is actually like below ground.
As this young corn continues to grow, it's searching for water. Right now, there's just none there.
We've sort of been on an extended shortage of rain, and so that lower sort of subsoil where the corn roots are trying to find that water, that's really where we're lacking the moisture right now.
Farmer Mitch Breinig says luckily his corn leaves in Dane County look pretty healthy. A big shift from a couple weeks ago when they almost froze. Fast forward to today, it's hot and dry.
As a farmer, one of my first things I do every day is I pull out my phone and say, rain today or not?
Lately, that rain has been hit or miss.
It can rain here, and I can drive down the road 4 miles, and they never got a drop.
In an ideal world, this corn would get about a half to an inch of rain a week. But right now, that's not happening. And as the summer goes on, it's even more critical that this needs rain.
That'll be more like July. When it pollinates, then it really needs water, because then it starts to turn all that photosynthesis into the actual corn kernel that we're going to sell.
Across the road,
you can see the soybeans starting to grow.
Flowering in August is when rain is really important.
It can't be bone dry. We're never going to get to August. So we just continually need that little bit of rain to keep things moving along.
If some crops don't make it, Breinig will feed the corn that does to his cows. But for dairy farmers that buy feed, now it'll be more expensive. The price of wheat, a feed alternative, will also go up. There's drought coming at an especially good time to sell corn. Both need and price are up.
It's kind of a scary thing for me. So as a dairy farmer, I know I have this sort of extra crop that I can feed my cows if I have it. However, I'd really like to sell the excess for a really good price, but it's hard to sell it if you're not sure if you're going to have it for your cows.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
And this is June's driest start in the western Corn Belt since way back in 1892. For more on when those farmers could perhaps see some rain, let's check your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, there'll be some rain out there the next couple of days, but the question is who gets it? And most of us probably won't get it. You can see on visible cloud track some clouds billowing up this afternoon, especially near Lake Michigan. Little lake breeze forms some showers and thunderstorms there. But on Doppler track, boy, there are a lot of spaces in between those showers and thunderstorms, and even those are starting to wind down. A couple southwest of Janesville are actually drifting into northern Illinois. The showers and storms east of the Dells last hour, you can see they're just about gone now. So, again, I wouldn't hold out a lot of hope for rain, certainly tonight and even in the next couple of days. Temperatures are right around 90 here in Madison. We're at 90. Janesville's cooled off to 81 thanks to the showers that went through, but La Crosse is at 95. Dew point temperatures are in the low to mid-60s, so the humidity is there, but all that does is just add to the heat index. 91 in Madison, feels like it's 99 right now in La Crosse. And by tomorrow morning, temperatures only drop into the middle to upper 60s. Look for partly sunny skies tomorrow. It'll be very warm and humid, maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance in the afternoon and early evening, just like today. High temperature around 88 degrees, about the same for Thursday and Friday, and then the rain chances go away for next week. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Today, Wisconsin lawmakers found out they have an extra $4.4 billion in the budget than expected. The nonpartisan Budget Bureau did a second projection this year and made that change based on unprecedented levels of tax income in April and May, plus federal tax changes. Leading Republicans who didn't respond to interview requests today said in statements they want to spend it all on tax cuts. Democrats say maybe tax cuts, but also things like education, infrastructure, and broadband.
This is a one-time opportunity. Well, I'm hopeful that the new revenue estimates that we have today will get some reconsideration from Republicans that have really cut a lot of the governor's funding priorities.
Top Republicans also took issue with the governor's spokesperson who said the windfall was thanks to Governor Evers' policies. The governor responded this morning by immediately lifting budget cut requirements he had placed on several state agencies, meaning they'll have cash they have to spend by the end of this month. A Wisconsin lawmaker compares a children's museum mask policy to tactics used by the Nazis. Republican State Representative Shay Sortwell shared a Facebook post by the Central Wisconsin Children's Museum in Stevens Point on Friday, which detailed its mask policy. Sortwell wrote, quote, "The Gestapo Gestapo wants to see your papers, please. The Children's Museum is asking people to simply show their vaccination cards or else wear masks if they plan to visit. A former worker at the MOLSON COORS Brewery in Milwaukee has been charged with threatening a mass shooting on the same day that one actually happened. But police say he wasn't actually involved in the deadly shooting that happened there in early 2020. Online court records show Jamal Jury is charged with making terrorist threats and sending threatening computer messages after learning his termination had been upheld. Later that same day, another employee named Anthony Farrell shot and killed 5 of his coworkers before killing himself. Police arrested Jury shortly after that shooting, but later released him. Keep an eye out for this woman missing from Iowa County tonight. 23-year-old Stephanie Renee Wallace has a history of epilepsy and does not have her medication with her. She was last seen outside a Walmart in Dodgeville wearing a gray tank top, denim jean shorts, and had a brown purse with her. Wallace lives between Dodgeville and Spring Green, but she has ties to Oklahoma. If you see her or know where she might be, you're asked to call the Iowa County Sheriff's Office. A former pharmacist who tried to ruin more than 500 doses of COVID vaccine on purpose will spend 3 years in prison. Stephen Brandenburg admitted to intentionally removing Moderna doses from a refrigerator at Aurora Medical Center in Grafton last year. Brandenburg was sentenced today after pleading guilty to 2 felony counts of attempting to tamper with a consumer product. He told the court he felt great shame and accepted responsibility for what he did. Wisconsin continues to be on the road to recovery as the 7-day average of cases continues to trend down. That 7-day average of new cases, 151. Another 7,000 people were vaccinated in the past day. Just over 43% of Wisconsinites are now fully vaccinated, 48% with at least 1 dose of a COVID vaccine. And here in Dane County, we're inching closer to that 70% benchmark. Right now, just under 60% of residents are now fully vaccinated. In an effort to increase those numbers, the state is relaunching its Stop the Spread multimedia campaign, hoping to get people connected with information about the importance of vaccination.
When it comes down to it, trusted messengers make the COVID-19 vaccine accessible, and telling their own stories about getting the vaccine is how we move the needle on our vaccination numbers and move through this pandemic.
The campaign initially launched in September to raise awareness about masks. Wisconsinites will see the campaign messaging on TV, radio, and billboards. There's also a heavy focus on social media platforms. If you've already gotten your vaccine, health officials say you are safe to enjoy large gatherings this summer, but there's still concern about the unvaccinated, especially children. UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff says he expects to see young children eligible for shots by early fall.
I think that's one of the last things you'll see before most restrictions are lifted is the chance for those 2 to 11-year-olds to get vaccinated.
Well, luckily, Dr. Potoff says we are not seeing a rise in child hospitalizations here in Madison. Pfizer is currently opening vaccine trials to children 11 and younger. Right now, Pfizer is authorized in the U.S. for children 12 and up. Meanwhile, Moderna also says its COVID-19 vaccine will likely be available for children as young as 5 in early fall. Vaccine pop-up clinics continue to help more people get vaccinated. We first told you about this shift in strategy yesterday. And today, SSM Health hosted a pop-up clinic at a residence hall in Wisconsin Dells, open to everyone 12 and older who wanted a shot, with a focus on J1 exchange students who work at many of the tourist attractions in that area, such as Noah's Ark and Mount Olympus. 155 people were vaccinated with either Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson. Today, a second clinic is planned for June 29th. Pop-up clinics are also becoming popular in other nearby states. Minnesota's governor visited the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport today, where a new pop-up vaccination site has now been set up. Governor Tim Walz says it's another convenient way for people to get their vaccines in his state.
If you're getting ready to fly, you haven't been vaccinated, J&J vaccine, safe, effective, no cost, in and out in 15 minutes and on your flight. I was pleased to hear that folks are taking advantage of this from all over the world.
13 states now have 70% of adults at least partially vaccinated against COVID-19. The CDC also reports that nearly 140 million people, about 42% of the population, are now fully vaccinated. Big changes could be on the way to Easttown Mall. We've got a first look at the redevelopment plans and how you can give your input to city planners. That's next at 6.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement, so take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
The Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is June 18th through 27th, featuring 40 newly constructed homes. See the newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
The Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is June 18th through 27th, featuring 40 newly constructed homes. See the newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Driving near Easttown Mall in Madison, you'll notice dozens of closed stores and for lease signs. Soon that could change. Christina Laurie talked to city planners trying to bring a redevelopment the size of the Isthmus a few miles east.
Housing, high rises, and less mall.
I'm an East Sider. I was born in Madison and remember going to the mall when I was a kid.
Plans for the future of Easttown might seem to leave the mall behind.
Over the next 5 years, we could see a lot of change.
But Rebecca Kanar is actually hoping for more of a Hilldale feel as she drafts plans for an 800-acre redevelopment from Stoughton Road to the interstate and East Washington to the railroad. Speaking of transportation,
I think BRT is a perfect example of what we hope jumpstart some of this.
It's the backbone of this project, the city's new bus rapid transit system, set to launch in 2024, connecting Easttown to downtown and downtown to Westtown. With stops every 15 minutes, the system will make the city more accessible.
A big push for us is also talking to the community.
Equity and accessibility are also key components of this redevelopment. Rebecca's planning partner, Linda Horvath, is working with traditionally underrepresented communities, the Black, Hmong, and Latino chambers.
People want to see themselves in this area going forward. People who don't normally feel as seen and connected to a big new development like this.
So far, she's hearing Eastsiders want two things:
affordable housing and affordable business spaces.
Rebecca and Linda believe they can create both, repurposing vacant department stores and replacing outdated ones, as well as building on parking lots.
Trying to position this area as an area that could really change.
Linda and Rebecca are clear. They'd like all of us to be part of this change, so they want to hear from you. You can email them and let them know what you'd like them to include in their plans, which they hope to have finished by the end of this month and approved by the end of this year at the link I've posted on our website, channel3000.com. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
As for how this redevelopment will be paid for, individual business owners will be responsible for their own developments, and the city will pay for roads and park renovations through property taxes. The first zero-emissions fire truck is now in service in North America, and it's right here in Madison.
I am so delighted that Madison can be on the cutting edge of delivering superior public safety and sustainability at the same time.
That truck is now in service as Engine 8 and will respond to calls from Fire Station 8 on the city's east side. In recent years, cities have made green initiatives a priority, but fire departments wanted the environmental benefits without compromising on safety.
I can't imagine what it would be like to be a fire chief and send firefighters into a burning building and not know that apparatus that they arrived on is not going to meet the need. And this vehicle does that.
The Volterra has been on close to 200 calls for service already. It was made in Wisconsin by Pierce Manufacturing, and we'll be right back.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations, one right in Stoughton Hospital, another in Oregon, and coming soon, one in McFarland, conveniently located off of Highway 51 for the care you need without the wait.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been proud to be a local, family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhoffels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhoffels and steinhoffels.com.
He's here! He's here! It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. Say thank you this Father's Day with a gift to love from the store dads love, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. For the Grillin' Dad, this Charbroiled grill is only $199.99. For the Chillin' Dad, this Kings River chair with cooler just $44.99. Plus, have Dad download the Farm and Fleet app and create his Father's Day wish list for a chance to win it up to $500.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations, one right in Stoughton Hospital, another in Oregon, and coming soon, one in McFarland, conveniently located off of Highway 51. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
A twist on the traditional rainbow pride flag flies above some buildings in Madison this month, but it helps to understand what exactly the colors and design mean. Jamie Perez spoke with Outreach Madison to explain its significance.
The pledge to the American flag includes with liberty and justice for all, but a new flag is seeking equality and visibility for a group that's been historically marginalized.
And this flag, this is more than just a flag. It's a symbol of not just tolerance, but acceptance for all.
Newly appointed Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett brings a new era of firsts to law enforcement in Madison, including the first time this flag flies above the sheriff's office.
That has never been raised before here in the history of the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
You're probably used to seeing the rainbow pride flag, which is still valuable in what it stands for, but the new flag, referred to as the Progress Pride flag, is an updated version.
The addition of the black, brown, and light blue and pink and the white stripes, which adds representation for marginalized people of color, for trans folks, and for those who have passed living with HIV/AIDS.
An artist in San Francisco created the original pride flag in 1978, the transgender pride flag designed by an activist and veteran in 1999. Then in 2018, another artist combined and reimagined the flags to create this one.
It's one of those ways where we're telling people that we're here too.
The chevron arrow placed on the left, a symbol of how much progress we've made, but reminding us of the need to keep moving forward.
That if you're ever in this building or ever dealing with the Dane County Sheriff's Office, we will always accept you no matter what.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with your first warn forecast.
Well, we're waiting for rain. A few of us got it. Most of us didn't. Over the last 12 hours, there were some heavier showers and thunderstorms just west of Janesville. It kind of drifted back toward areas south of Monroe. A couple more up, started near New Berlin, and then just kind of drifted toward the southwest, east of the Dells, and to about Portage before they fizzled out, and a few more in the eastern portion of the state. The rest of us missed out on the rain altogether. And just like yesterday, about this time, those rain chances are going down. You can see that heavier shower from the Dells in the last hour. just completely dissipating, whereas the activity near Janesville, just south of Monroe now, but drifting toward northern Illinois, and a little wider perspective shows a little more widespread thunderstorm activity up in northern Wisconsin and a little bit more widespread activity farther to the south, but we're kind of in between. And future track computer models over the next 10 days shows perhaps an inch of rain. It's going to be very spotty. Some areas will pick up very little. Other areas may pick up an inch or two underneath a heavier shower or thunderstorm, but most of that will be the next couple of days because next week is looking dry, and that's not going to help the drought situation. You can see the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook from June 14th through the 18th. Below normal precipitation through most of the northern part of the country with the highest probabilities from Madison through the drought areas out west. And the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook, pretty much the same story. Below normal precipitation through much of the northern half of the United States. Temperatures, though, above normal, and that just helps evaporate the what moisture there is. So we're looking at above normal temperatures in the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, highest probabilities out west. Even the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures. Now there will be some cooler in the eastern part of the country. The question is whether or not some of that will move far enough east to affect us. Right now it looks like probably not. 3 things you need to know in our forecast: above to much above normal temperatures will continue through next week. Humidity levels will be high over the next couple of days, leading some spotty afternoon and evening shower and thunderstorm chances, but some people may miss out on the rain. Other people may get a quick heavy downpour. And then dry weather expected for most, if not all, of next week. Temperatures right now well into the 90s out to our west. Madison right at 90, Wausau 93. Farther to the south, a little more cloud cover and some showers keeping temperatures mainly in the 80s, but the dew point temperatures are high. There's just nothing around here to really trigger thunderstorms other than maybe the lake breeze, which is what we saw this afternoon, triggering the thunderstorms out to our east, or just the heat of the day popping up showers and thunderstorms, but that will only lead to thunderstorms in a few spots. So for tomorrow, look for a day very similar to today, very warm and humid, some afternoon and evening shower and thunderstorm chances, high temperature at 88 with heat index readings into the 90s. On future track, beginning tomorrow about noon, watch how a few showers and thunderstorms pop up in the afternoon. They're gone by about 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night stays dry. Same thing on Thursday. They pop up in the afternoon and then die down pretty early in the evening, and any rainfall amounts will be very spotty. Few places getting a heavy downpour. The rest of us pretty much missing out. 7 to 10 day temperature outlook and forecast. Rain chances go away after this weekend and are pretty much gone for most of next week.
And coming up in sports, Aaron Rodgers skipped day 1 of minicamp while his teammates say they're staying out of the drama between their QB and their front office. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ooh, how much are these?
2 as low as $59.95.
I'll take them all. I'll mark them up at least 10 times.
I'm sorry, but your card was declined.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
When it comes to internet and TV, Spectrum has the competition beat.
Really? Can you keep up with all this?
Yes. With faster download speeds and better performance, Spectrum is the #1 choice for gamers. Switch now with the fastest internet starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits. That's enough speed to game, surf, stream, and more on all your devices. Get Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Okay, but what about TV? It's not easy to find something that works for everyone.
Spectrum TV with the free Spectrum TV app lets you watch live sports, local news, and more on your TV and on your devices. And unlike satellite, there's no ugly dish on your roof. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Too bad I'm in a contract.
Stuck in a contract? Spectrum will buy it out up to $500.
Seriously?
And you won't have to sign a new one. Don't wait. Switch today.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes! Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-742-4499.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Only my good side. How was Stanton Optical? Terrible?
It was the best experience. I got a same-day eye exam and just picked up my new glasses.
Cut! We can't use this one either.
Walk-in eye exams without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam, as low as $59.95.
Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, we are wandering up to northern Wisconsin.
Plus, how a local man is spreading positivity by being himself on the job in the 608. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 tomorrow morning.
You'd love everybody to be here, and so, you know, it's certainly, it is what it is, man. And we'll focus and we'll control and work on the guys that are here and try to help them become the best to their ability.
The only guy who wasn't at Packers mandatory minicamp, Aaron Rodgers. So the standout between QB1 and the front office continued, and the skip day could cost them a little over $15,000. Not to mention, it's probably getting a little distracting for the rest of the team. But their message from day one of the saga hasn't changed. We back our quarterback, and neither has their thoughts on when A-Rod is coming back.
Honestly, I got no expectations, man. I'm just, you know, being supportive of my God and let it all unfold how it does. Obviously, I'm praying that he comes back. We all want him back.
As time goes on, it's going to sort itself out, and we all will find out. Aaron's going to speak when he wants to speak. The Packers and the people making those decisions are going to speak to us when they want to speak to us and tell us what's going on. Other than that, that's behind closed doors, and that's out of our control.
Ugly is probably the best way to describe Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals for the Bucs. Milwaukee never led last night and ended up losing by 39 points. But as bad as their performance was, they're still only down 2-0 with 2 games coming up at home. So the Nets did what they're supposed to do. Now it's the Bucs' turn, starting in Game 3 on Thursday.
They've won 2 games at home. Now it's our turn to go play there. I mean, we've all seen it 1,000 times. You guys have heard it. You know, we got to go and protect our home court just like they protected theirs. You know, if you've been in the league a long time, you've seen this before.
Just because you win by 40 doesn't mean the series is over or they get an extra, you know, win because of that. It's just one game that they won. So they're here. They're 2-0 right now. We got to find a way to win our first one at home.
You got to stay positive because after that last night, that was pretty embarrassing.
That was bad. Coming home, though.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Gary, final check.
Well, not much out there rain-wise. You can see live view from WISC Skycam. Just a few cumulus clouds billowing up there, but not really producing much in the way of rain. And what rain there was even an hour ago, most of that has dissipated other than a thunderstorm around Monroe and just to the south. Temperatures are in the upper 80s to lower 90s, except where it's raining, like in Monroe there it's 79. But it feels like 91 in Madison, feels like 99 in La Crosse because of the high humidity. Look for a low tonight of about 66, high tomorrow 88.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. See you back here tonight at 10.